Okay, good evening, everybody. Tonight is Thursday. Tonight is, what's today's date, actually? It is March 12th, 2015. So I want to welcome everybody to the call this evening. Tonight is our Thursday night webinar presentation where we go over exactly what we do and how we make money with our fabulous opportunity. And we do these webinars every Thursday night, and if you're just hopping on, welcome. I know there's a lot more people hopping on. So I want to welcome you guys that are coming in. And we do these webinars every Thursday night just to show everyone out there that we have a real opportunity and that people are making some really, really good money from the comfort of their own homes working with legit organizations. So that's the whole thing. It is the internet. There is a lot of scams out there, okay? But there's also a lot of good opportunities out there where you can make some really, really good money. And that's what we have for you here tonight. Now, also, the best thing about this opportunity is our company pays us on a daily basis. So if you're somebody that's struggling and you have, a bill coming up and you might have just lost your job or you've been looking for work for 2 or 3 months and you haven't really been able to find anything, well, this opportunity can get you cash within the next 24 to 48 hours. Okay, I've seen a lot of people come in, take the opportunity serious, and start generating money within their first, 24 to 48 hours. Okay, so that's a key thing is to definitely listen in. This call is gonna be about an hour. Okay, and at the end of the call, I definitely highly recommend you take some action. We have a great team here, great support system. And if you just follow our step-by-step training, you could start making money very quickly. So every Thursday night, too, we have we call on one lucky winner. Okay, so if you're a non-member and you just come here tonight through an email, you might have seen something on Facebook, Craigslist, whatever the case may be, hang around till the end, and we're going to take everyone's names that's on the webinar, and then one lucky winner will walk away with a $20 prepaid card, okay, that would actually be sent over to your residence. So definitely hang out for that. So we go ahead and continue on. All right, so once again, my name is John Flip, and I've been working from home for actually yesterday. Yesterday, March 11th, marked my 4-year anniversary. I can't believe that it's 4 years already. 4 years that I've been working from the comfort of my own home. Marked yesterday, so it was just fabulous thing. I actually went out and met up with a couple of people to hang out and celebrate a little bit because it's a fabulous thing. I mean, the thing is there's so many things out there. There's so many people struggling, and I was at one point struggling before I was able to find this fabulous opportunity. And there's better ways. There's ways to get out of that struggle. And financially, of course, and better your financial situation, and we have that opportunity for you here. So 4 years doing this opportunity. Now, I just want to give you a breakdown of the 4 years I've been working from home. So I started, March 11th, 2011, and my first year, I was able to generate cash very quickly. I'm an action taker. I was backed up against the wall. I had no choice but to, make something happen. I have 2 kids and bills like everybody else, obviously. So I definitely had to think fast. So I, searching the internet, I was actually looking for a job. I wasn't looking for, work from home. And I just stumbled over this opportunity, and it was one of the best things that I came across because I was able to earn a 6-figure income with it. So my first year, 2011, I started in March, so it wasn't even a full year, and I was able to generate about $37,000. Not bad considering at my 9-to-5 job, I was making a lot less than that. Okay, so 2012, I was able to break, 50,000. And then 2013 was my biggest year, my breakout year, when I was able to do over 100,000. And then 2014, I broke over 100,000 too. I don't know the exact numbers yet. I'm going to actually. I had an appointment with my tax guy, and I had to cancel it for. I had to go to a funeral. So I'm going to sit down with him hopefully next week and find out the final numbers. of what I cleared in 2014. So, basically, it's not a fly-by-night. I mean, it wasn't like I was able to generate six figures overnight, but, if you put in the work and stay consistent with this, you can make some really, really good money, okay? So basically after, working the opportunity and being able to hit six figures, that's life-changing, able to do a lot more things that I wasn't able to do, 4 years ago, like take more vacations, spend more time with the family, do, school activities with my children, like, it's just, a whole different world considering, I used to work pretty much 9 to 5, but I really didn't get home till about 6:30, with driving and traffic and stuff like that. And then by the time I get home, you eat supper, you eat dinner, and, pretty much after dinner, it's just about ready for bedtime, and then you do it all over again in the morning, So there was really no time spent with the family except for, like, on the weekends. So everyone, lives for, can't wait till Friday, and then the weekend comes up. So that's, basically how it was with me. I was just, living a 9 to 5 life and living just paycheck to paycheck, really, So what the thing was, after figuring out how to be able to generate cash on the internet with these, major companies that we're affiliated with, I wanted to show others how they can do the same. Because the thing is, the reason why I was honestly able to make six figures is because I was able to help a lot of other people make money as well. Okay, I've helped people make anywhere from $100 to $100,000. Okay, and you'll hear some members on here tonight that will, that I've worked with and showed them what they need to do to make money. So we, I partnered up with a few other people that I've met through the, through the industry and through working from home and stuff like that. And we came up with a system to show others how they can do the same, how to duplicate what we're doing. We have training, we have all these tools for you to go out there and start generating money within the next 24 to 48 hours. Okay, so after being able to generate, create a system, we started seeing members come in and start making money. Okay, we have a lot of members on our team that are doing good. Some of I have members on our team that are making $200-$300 a week, and then we have members on our team that are doing $200-$300 a day. Okay, so it's really up to you what you do, and how much you put into this is what you're going to get out of it. And this is something that you could do now. Okay, do now, work at it. Stay consistent with it now, okay, and have a lifetime income coming in later. You build it up now, you stay consistent with it, and you're going to have money coming in for the rest of your life, okay? So we have a Facebook group, too, a private Facebook group where we have all our members in there. We have over 2,300 members in our group currently. And, we keep each other motivated. We post proof payments. We motivate each other. We ask questions, people that have any questions, ask questions. We do live training webinars every Tuesday night. We have a really, really great team we all support each other, keep each other going, and that's what you need. A lot of these work from home programs, people sign up, they don't have a mentor, they don't know where to go, they don't know what they're doing, and they're out. They're done. They don't make any money. They're done. They stop working the opportunity. Well, we have a team here. We everyone gets linked up with a sponsor. If their sponsor winds up disappearing or not doing the opportunity anymore, you always have people above you that you can go to, or people in our group. And we have the training every Tuesday night. So you're always going to have support regardless of what happens to the person that brings you in to the team. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just call on a few members that are working the opportunity so you guys can just get an idea of their success. And then what we'll do is I'll go over the opportunity, exactly what we're doing. And then after that, you guys can take action, and then we'll see who is the winner of tonight's $20 prepaid card. So Let's see. I'll start with you, Michael, since yeah, I heard you on before. If you could hit star 6, you can go ahead and kick things off. Hey, Michael. Yeah, if you could just tell people, there's a lot of new people that are listening for the first time that have never been here. So if you go ahead and give them a little 30, 60-second,
yeah, definitely. In the past, I never. I'm sitting here holding my passport thinking, where do I want to go now? In the past, I never really had a reason to have a passport, and I never really had a reason to want to be able to travel. Now, I got started with the Key Marketing Network back in December of 2012. When my mother suddenly passed away, my mother had suddenly passed away actually earlier in 2012, and I was teaching up at the Alaska Center for the Blind and Visually Impaired how to utilize assistive technology in the workplace so other blind individuals like myself can be able to live active, productive lives in the workplace. And my mother passed away. I was living up in Anchorage at that time. My mother passed away, and I had to fly home to be with family because I have four. I lose track. I have 5 younger siblings. We had 6, but one of my brothers passed away when he was real little. But I have 5 younger siblings, and I wanted to be able to be close to them and my dad and be able to support my family. And in December of 2012, it had been about 3 months since I had, been back at home with my family, and I'd been looking for work. I'd been surfing Craigslist. I'd been looking online. But I had to calculate in some unique aspects of employment. I had to determine whether or not my potential work schedule would work around someone else's work schedule so I could get a ride to work. Or if we were living in a town with buses, there wasn't buses there, but I couldn't coordinate my work schedule around buses. Long story short, I couldn't find work because there wasn't work really in 2012. There's a little bit, but there wasn't much work. But I found ZNZ, and I jumped on it because it was an opportunity for me to be able to work from home. Now I don't look back on those times because those times were substantially much harder for me. Now I can pick up my passport and say, hey, honey, why don't you take a week off work and let's go somewhere? Or we can, stay at home and do what we need to do, and I get my work done. It's really up to what I put into it. So take action tonight. Jot down any questions you have. We'll be glad to answer any questions you have. And, if you've tried work from home in the past, if you've ever tried to make money in the past and you failed at it, so have I. I'm pretty sure John has failed at a work-at-home opportunity before as well. Now he's making over $100,000. I know almost all the other leaders on our team have failed at some sort of online marketing opportunity or online opportunity. The difference between us and you, and the difference between you and those other people is we, you and us, are not going to give up. Those other people, they give up when they fail the first time. So thanks, John. Have a good one, and appreciate you doing these webinars.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Michael. And that's the key thing, Sometimes it takes failing to succeed, You can actually.
I don't know if we lost you, John. I can't hear you. But as John was saying, it really does come down to what you do. You can ask just about any leader or any professional in the industry, and they're going to tell you that they didn't get to where they're at overnight. They're going to tell you that there was some failure that they encountered when they were getting to the point that
sure what happened.
You back, John?
Yes. If I cut off again, just take over again. I'm not sure why that happened. But, so as I was saying, that's definitely awesome. And that's the key thing is to, people do fail sometimes at first. And then, a lot of successful people from Donald Trump to, Bill Gates, it didn't happen overnight for them, And trust me, hitting 6 figures is nice. But to me, I love the financial freedom, being able to stay home with the family, do more things, and, paying, I had a lot of debt that, I was paying off when I first got started. I had 2 repossessions. I had, credit card debt. And if I wasn't able to find this opportunity, if I was just working a 9-to-5 job, there's no way there's no way I would have been able to pay off this stuff anytime soon. Doing monthly payments, okay, my debt would have outlived me. There's no way I would have been able to pay off my debt, just making minimum payments. So to be able to, pay off debt little by little, paying a couple of grand on this, and one shot paying off $7,000, going to write out checks for that amount, I would never thought that would ever be the case, over 4 years ago. So, all right, awesome. So I want to bring on next. I don't know if Yvonne is there. I want to bring on a female's perspective. If you could come on.
Hi, John. Can you hear me, John?
Yvonne, it looks like we lost John. Why don't you go ahead and tell people a little bit about your story and where you came from and how you got started with Key Marketing Network and what it's doing for you now.
Well, I'm from Orlando, Florida, and I had lost my job in 2012. And as John always says, unemployment is not having it. So I started searching for work-from-home situations, and I came across the Key Marketing Network. And I was on some of the webinars that John used to have with Amy, and I would listen in, and I finally got started with the ZNZ. I started out with ZNZ1. It wasn't with John, but I started out with someone else in the beginning. And my sponsor decided that she wasn't going to do it anymore, and I got in touch with John through Empower Network, and I've been doing it since then, and, like John says, and you have said, it's great not having to get up early in the morning and dealing with traffic and the wasting of gas, the way gas prices are, and I just love how we get paid, within 6 hours. It's just great.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely. I mean, this morning I think ZNZ paid out, I think it was like 6 in the morning or 4 or 5 in the morning, something like that. I mean, sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I just check my phone and see when the payments come in. So, yeah, it's great to be able to, get paid that quickly after you do a transaction. So, well, thanks for sharing that, Yvonne. I definitely wanted, like I said, a female view of it as well. So I'm going to bring on, I guess, one more person. If you're there, Jason, go ahead and hit *6. That would unmute your line.
Hey, John, how you doing?
Hey, there he is. Hey, Jason. So Jason's also, is someone that I brought in personally and worked with, and he just pretty much, followed our training to a T, and Jason would be somebody that was always, hey, John, can you help me with this? What do I do with this? What do I, and that's what I like. I like when people contact me and ask me questions because that shows me that you're serious. And, that's what Jason was. He was serious about making money on the internet. And, before he actually started, he, came across so many other people that were trying to get him to join. And he was just pretty much lost in, like what is real? I don't know if this is good. Can I really make money with this? And I guess something with me and him clicked, and he decided to get in through me. And from that point, he started doing pretty well. So, yeah, Jason, if you want to go ahead real quick and tell everybody your story, that'd be great.
Yeah, like John said, I used to annoy him all the time. He probably was a little upset that he gave me his phone number.
Not at all.
I think it was September 2013, I was scrolling Facebook and I came across John and his ad. And, like he said, I was a little skeptical. So many people were trying to get me to join this and that. And so it just clicked with me and John. He, told me all about it, told me about marketing for Fortune 500 companies, and I was all excited. And I was like, yeah, let's do this. So I literally didn't have the right I didn't have a card at the time, matter of fact. I didn't have a card. I literally ran to the bank, threw money on my card, and boom, I was in Empower Network. I joined ZNZ, and literally in my very first 24 hours, I made $101. And I knew from there it was a wrap. It was, money making ever since. I made $1,292 my very first 30 days. and my biggest month, I believe, was $4,200. So imagine being able to sit home part-time and work on your computer. My day consists of getting up, grabbing coffee, putting my son on the bus, and opening up my laptop, checking my emails. When I check my emails, I see I've gotten paid. Yesterday, I had a nice $162 payday. I mean, it's just something phenomenal. It's something that, it kind of empowers yourself that you can make this money on your own time, no boss telling you what to do, not having to, struggle in traffic, not have to have annoying employees, none of that. You're there with your kid, with your wife, with your dog, whoever you live with, working on your computer, maybe 1 to 3 hours a day, and you're bringing in income, and it's amazing. It really is.
Yeah, that is true, man. And yeah, I saw your couple of your proof papers. I've been seeing lately, man. You've been doing some good activity, bringing in some income. So I mean, and that's all from home, man. That's the thing. To be able to sit home with your family, your kids, your dog, your pets, whatever it is, and be able to generate cash there's nothing else like that, because people are too. It's so weird because I was thinking the other day, I was like, wow, imagine I was still working a job. Like I see, I go out into the real world and I see people, in their suits and, when I take my daughter to school, sometimes with me and her mom, we switch and stuff. But I get up in the morning and I take my daughter to school and I see people getting ready for work and putting on their suits and ties and getting all dressed up and all that stuff. And people running into 7-Eleven, rushing because they're going to be late for work, and I'm just like, hey, yeah, you could go in front of me, it's fine. You know what I mean? I'm in no rush. You know what I mean? It's all good. But yeah, it's just like a whole kind of different world. And the thing is, people that are on the other side that don't understand, they think there's too many people out there that think that the internet is a scam, work from home stuff are scams. When the truth of the matter is, there's a lot of opportunities where people are making money because there's over 10,000 new millionaires created every year online on the internet, and that's not even to mention the people that make hundreds of thousands and just money in general. Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of money being generated on the internet, and if more people realize that, they could better their lives, So, well, thanks for sharing that, Jason. That's awesome. Keep doing what you're doing, man, and definitely love to have you on another time. So thanks for coming on. All right, man. All right, cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and I've got an echo here. Let me just mute everything out here. Okay. Yeah, so what we're going to go ahead, you guys heard from a few of our members, so I don't want to, if we call on more and more members, we'll be here over an hour. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue on and show you guys exactly what we do and what the company is and what you need to do to get started. So let me actually also pull up my live screen to show you guys our Facebook group too. So here's the Facebook group, and the Facebook group is called Key Marketing Training. This is where we have it's a private closed group, so no one can see anything but just our members, because some people are like, Facebook, they don't like to post their stuff out there. But this is just our group. No one else would see it but all our members, So we have all our members in here. We welcome in new people every day. I post when we have the webinars and training calls and stuff like that. People post their proof payment. Chris actually was going to be on, but he had school. He's studying for a test. I think he has a test tonight, as a matter of fact. But he posted that he made $225. Okay, so there's a good amount of people. His Valerie, she posted she made $150. Okay, Jason posted recently too. So there's a lot of members here that are doing pretty well, making money, and just basically following what we teach. That's all it is. If you just follow what we teach, you stay consistent with it, and you stay positive, you can make some really, really good money with this. Okay, so let me pull up my screen here. Okay, so basically, more about the company and what we do. The name of the company is called Zip Not a Zilch, better known as ZNZ. So ZNZ started in 2007. Okay, so they've been around for a bit. It's not a fly-by-night organization. There's a lot of these work-from-home companies that, they come out with these new launches, pre-launches, and all that stuff, and then 6 months to a year, they're gone, and everybody's either that, all the people at the top make money, all the people at the bottom that spend money to get in made absolutely nothing, and these people move on to the next. All right. Well, ZNZ's been around since 2007, and they're going to be here for a lifetime, because what they do is they work alongside big name Fortune 500 companies like Netflix, CreditReport.com, GameFly, GoDaddy. Even companies like Disney and Walmart and Target. So as long as there's companies like Netflix and GoDaddy and Credit Report and big name companies like that, ZNZ is going to be around. Okay, so what ZNZ and these companies do is they're looking for people that are interested in working from home to market their services. Okay, so here's the deal: these companies spend a lot of money on marketing, on advertising, on TV, radio, and all different sorts of marketing. Okay, they spend millions. Some companies spend a lot of money on the Super Bowl commercials, $3.5 million for a 30-second spot on the Super Bowl. So it could become pretty pricey. So it's a lot cheaper, for these companies to pay us, okay, than to always continue to spend a lot of their budget on, TV and radio. Of course, they're going to use TV and radio still, but now they're taking a lot of their budget and they're putting it towards the internet, okay, because they figure, look, they don't have to pay for a salary, okay? They don't have to pay people a salary. They don't have to open up an office. They don't have to, buy a whole bunch of equipment, computer and desks and all that stuff. So they figure they could go out there, find people that have internet, that have a computer, that have a telephone, and that are willing, okay, to work from home and market their services. So what they're going to do is they're going to pay us pretty handsomely to do that, okay, because it is, like I said, it is a lot cheaper for them to pay us than to continue to pay them millions of dollars for TV. And TV is not as effective as it used to be because of the fact that people now have TiVo and on-demand and DVR, and they could, pause live TV and fast-forward commercials and stuff like that. Okay, so that kind of hurts their advertising budget when, not everybody's viewing their commercials. So now I'm going to explain to you what you would be doing. Okay, so it's pretty simple. What you would be doing is just simply placing pre-written ads, driving traffic to our Fortune 500 companies' websites. Okay, so we have this all in our training. Okay, we use free classified sites, we use social media sites, we do email marketing, we do YouTube. YouTube's very powerful. So there's all different ways to drive traffic to their site. Okay, even people, do flyers and stuff like that, a little old school. But most of it is done on the internet. You could sit in front of your computer and just follow our training and go out there and start posting. So when we do the marketing, we do the posting ads and, email marketing, we're driving people to the site. So when someone goes to the site and tries their products and services, we get paid for that, okay? So we're getting paid pretty handsomely for that. We're getting paid around $100 or more per person that completes the steps, okay? They complete the steps, completing trial offers, okay? It doesn't matter if they keep it, if they cancel it, whatever the case may be, whatever they do with that offer, as long as they complete the offer, meaning go into the site, put in their information, and complete the trial offer, they can cancel that very same day, and we're still going to get paid because our job is to drive traffic and have people try their products and services. Our job is not to win them over. Their job is to win them over. They're hoping that someone goes to their site, tries their products and services for free or for $1 or for a couple of $3 or $4, whatever it is. They're hoping that when they try their product, that they like it and they keep it. Okay, so it makes sense. And the thing is, they understand a lot of people are going to try their product. So when you give something out for free, a lot of people try it and then they cancel. They're like, oh, let me try it for free, and then they cancel it. But there is people out there that actually try it and they're like, oh wow, and they keep it. I was actually one of their customers because I kept Netflix was one of the trials I did when I first started. So they actually won me over. I loved, I could watch Netflix movies on my computer, my TV. I could order the DVDs in the mail, So I actually kept that offer. I didn't have to, but I did, So if they get thousands and thousands of people going to their website every day from marketers and all different, sites on the internet, and let's say they only get 3% of the people to keep their trial offers, well, that's what they're looking for. They'll be making money because they're going to collect on residual payments that come in from people keeping their services, like a Netflix. When people get Netflix and they like it, they keep it, they pay a monthly fee for it. When you have a cell phone, you like your cell phone, you're going to keep your cell phone, you're going to pay a monthly payment, right? So, people do keep the offers, and that's how they make their money. Because, sometimes people, like, the questions that I hear are like, how come all these people do the offers and then they cancel it? How do they make money? Well, not everybody is canceling it. There is people out there that are keeping their products and services. So, if you're making $100 a day, that's, $3,000 a month or so, and if, you get up to the point where you could get yourself up to about $300 a day or so, or more, you're looking at, $9-10 a month, so the potential to make six figures is there. A lot of money to be made with this opportunity, okay? So how do we get paid? You heard from our members before. We get paid on a daily basis, sometimes within a few hours or so, depending on when the person signs up. So ZNZ uses PayPal because they could deposit the money right into your PayPal account, and you'll have that money available instantly, okay? And there's no PayPal fees. They don't take a deduction. So if you make $112.50, you get paid $112.50. It goes into your PayPal account. Okay, PayPal is a debit card where you can actually order the debit card through PayPal. It's free. There's no monthly fee. They actually give you cash back when you spend using their card on credit. They give you cash back. So, banks, they charge monthly fees. They charge overdraft fees and stuff like that. With PayPal, there's no fees whatsoever when you're getting paid through ZNZ. So you could also get a check in the mail. They do send out checks. They have that available. And then pays for people that are outside of the United States, like Canada and the UK, stuff like that. Okay? So we get paid daily. So if you have a bill due and you need, I remember when I was first starting out, because I was in debt and I had bills coming up. So I remember I used to tell myself, hey, I got the cell phone bill due in a couple of days. I need to make whatever it was, a car payment and the cell phone. I needed to make that. So I knew if I was sitting at my computer and do what I need to do, post those ads, do my follow-up calls, and do, stay consistent with it, I was going to make the money to pay my cell phone and my car payment. Okay? If you get a job tomorrow, folks, and you have a bill due, your bill's not going to wait. You're going to get hit with late fees. Your phone might get disconnected. Your car might get repossessed. Okay? So, when you get a job, it's going to take, probably 2 weeks before you get your first paycheck, With this opportunity, there's no need to wait. These companies have millions and millions of dollars. If you bring someone to their site and they try their products and services, they're going to give you that money the very next day, okay? So awesome stuff there. So I'm going to show you how to get started, okay? Now, this is probably one of the easiest things that you can do to get started and start making money. A lot of these other work-from-home opportunities, first of all, it probably cost you an arm and a leg to get started, okay? And then you're not going to see money for the first 30, 60, 90 days. I know a lot of people on this call probably can't wait 30, 60, 90 days to start making money. So, and that's why ZNZ is great, and I continue to promote ZNZ because I love getting that daily cash. I mean, I do other opportunities that generate me checks once a month, once a week, but ZNZ pays me every day as long as I bring them the traffic and people try their products and services. I don't have to wait for those monthly checks or weekly checks or weekly deposits, monthly deposits. I can get that deposited into my account by tomorrow morning, okay? So let me go back to the live screen. and show you guys what you need to do to get started. So you came here through an email, or you might have seen something on Facebook, maybe a text message. However, way you got here, you're going to look for the person that invited you here and find their link. And you click on the links, usually at the bottom of the email itself or the bottom of the Facebook posting. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on the page, and it's going to bring you to a similar page like this, okay? Now, there's a 12-minute video presentation that you can watch, but I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to get started. So what you'll do is you'll click on step 1, okay? And it's going to bring you to our parent company's website, Zip Not a Zilch, okay, ZNZ. So you can see it's going to say ZNZ2, okay? And as you can see over here, too, it shows, and this is not even updated. I'll bring you to the updated portion of the site of how much money that's been paid out to our members. Actually, let me log in real quick first. Okay, I'm going to log in and go to the ZNZ Proof Gallery site. Okay. So the update should be on the top here. Okay, so here you go. 9,449,000 plus has been paid out to people that are working ZNZ. Okay, not hundreds of thousands, folks. Millions of dollars have been paid out to members that are working Opportunity. Now, here's some members right here. This is a ZNZ, and you could actually view this yourself. You could go to zipnotazilch.com/gallery. And it'll bring you right to this page. So you can see there's people that are not even on our team that are working the ZNZ Opportunity and that are making money. So you can see people come in, they post their proof payments. This person got a PayPal payment of $25. Okay. Oh, where'd I go here? And, you know, there's pages of people that post their proof payments with $150 from Alondra. Okay. There's, you know, pages, like I said, pages and pages of people that are making money. They post their proof payments. And ZNZ even offers out a bonus for people that, you know, post their proof payments. This is Jason. I think Jason was on the call. I think this is one of his payments, $75. Okay? So this company pays, guys, you know. If you do the work, you follow our training, you can make some good money. Okay? So back to getting signed up. So you click on that. It brings you to the ZNZ page. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so you'll come to this page. You'll scroll down, and you can pick your payment preference. I'm going to just leave it on PayPal, or you can put check, whatever you choose. And then you come down to the bottom, and then you just enter in your email address, okay? I have an account, so I'm just going to put in whatever just to sign up real quick and show you. So here's the account registration page. Now this page is more easier filling out than a job application, okay? Very simple, okay? This is the account registration page. So what you're going to do is just verify your email address, confirm your email address. You're going to put in, if you have PayPal, go ahead and put in your PayPal email address so you can get paid, okay? Payza, if you have Payza, you can plug that in as well. And you're going to put in your name, first name, last name, address, city, state, all that good stuff. You're going to create a password because you're going to be logging in, you know, every day. They'll be checking on your payments and stuff like that. Then you'll check on these requirements, the agreements and the notifications. You want the notifications because you want to know when you're getting paid and when people are signing up and all that good stuff. And then you'll click register. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and log in because I already have an account. Okay, so I'm logged in now, and I have 2 completions today. So I'm looking at a $200 a day or more. Actually, a couple of people are supposed to also finish up. So probably almost a $400 a day. But okay, so when you actually hit register, it's going to bring you to this page right here. Now, it's going to tell you that you have not met your offer requirements on the top here. Mine says, congratulations, I fulfilled my offer requirements. This page is going to say, yours is going to say you have not and that you need 2 credits, okay? Now, you scroll down here, and these are the Fortune 500 companies that ZNZ works alongside with. You can see creditreport.com is here. There's Pinsler. There's Freester. They're affiliated with Walmart, LifeLock, You guys might have seen LifeLock infomercials. Credit Sesame is here, Video Stripe. There's Disney Movie Club, Dr. Seuss. Okay, so these are real companies, real Fortune 500 companies listed here. Gillette Razors, Protect My ID. Okay, so what you can do here is you can look around to see, because like I said, we all have to try the products and services. You don't have to keep them. There's no obligations. But we're going to be marketing these products and services to others, okay? So it's we all have to try it because there's going to be times where you may need to recommend what you've done to others, okay? And how do you recommend something if you haven't even tried it, okay? So you can look around, and these offers all have different credit values. Okay, this Penciler Language Learning has a credit value of 1.20. Okay, it costs $9.95. Okay, but you can look around. You'll see there's offers that are free. There's Credit Sesame. This one's completely free. There's GameFly that's free. Okay, some of the free ones you definitely want to double check because if it's free, sometimes like GameFly, they're like a Netflix, but they send out games, video games. So they might put a hold of $15 on your card when you do the offer because they're sending you their game, and these games are pretty expensive, so they want to make sure that they get the game back. So some of them might put a hold, but most of them don't, you know. Free credit score is free. They don't require any hold. Get My Insurance is free, okay? So you can look around and see if there's enough free ones, and there's a good chance you could get in for free or maybe a couple of bucks, okay? But altogether, you can get in for less than a full tank of gas, a lot less than a full tank of gas, depending on what you're driving, a lot less than a full tank of gas, okay? So once you complete the offer requirements, I'm going to just do one as an example. You click on, let's say, creditreport.com. You want to check your credit score, okay? This one does cost $1, okay? It's just $1. And then it's going to bring you directly to their site. And then you just go ahead and you see it's a secured site, okay, not secured, so nobody sees your information. You see security all over here, okay? And then you just click on Get All 3 Credit Reports Now, and then you just start filling out the information, okay? Once you fill out the information and it's done, you know, look for the phone numbers. You'll see the phone numbers, or you'll get an email where you can call the company and cancel after you're done with the offer, okay, and you won't be charged any further, okay? So pretty simple, okay? So once you're done with the offers, you're going to see on the top, it's going to say, congratulations, you have fulfilled your offer requirements, okay? So be excited about that. Go back to the video presentation and scroll down to the next step, okay, which is the ZNZ Big Cash. Now I'm going to show you how we're able to earn about $112.50 currently right now that ZNZ is paying us for having our ZNZ2 and the ZNZ Big Cash sites completed. Okay, so you'll click on ZNZ Big Cash. Okay, and same thing. Actually, when you go to the ZNZ Big Cash, you won't have to put in all your information again because you already did that. They're just going to have you extend your account, and then you'll just log in. Okay. Then it'll bring you to the offer pages. And then same thing, you're going to complete a few more offer requirements on here, okay, until you get one credit. And as you can see, guys, I did offers too. When I first started in 2011, you can see, you know, I got my credits, okay. So you're going to complete the trial offers here. Once that's done, then you're all set, okay. Then you could go back and set up your marketing system, okay. So it's pretty simple, okay? If you know, if you need to reach out to your sponsor, their information is going to be here, their phone number, their email. You could maybe shoot them a text message, and they'll help you, okay? Or our sponsors, or you know, anyone that's getting started this evening, you know, I'm sure your sponsor will be available to reach out and maybe help you tonight, okay? But once those two steps are done, definitely get excited because you don't even need to really contact your sponsor. You can set up your system right here by clicking on this Set Up Your Marketing System. So you could get set up tonight, complete your trial offers, get set up tonight. You're going to come to this page. You're going to click on this link to get on our email list so you could join us on our live webinars, join us on our training calls, okay, and start making money very quickly. So you'll watch these 3 setups, set up your system, and then you'll be able to start your training, as soon as tonight. If you're a night owl, okay, you could get started tonight. And understand, obviously, the internet runs 24 hours a day. So you can literally get set up, okay, go through our training, okay, go ahead and maybe post an ad, start posting ads, let's say like on a Craigslist, okay. Somebody can see your ad. There's people on Craigslist 24 hours a day. Okay, someone can click on your ad on Craigslist, okay, today, okay. Start, watching the video, start completing their trial offers, and you can be paid out by tomorrow morning, okay. That's how quickly that this can happen for you, okay. But you got to get the offers completed first, okay. Like I said, this is not going to cost you a whole bunch of money to get started. You can literally get started for, I've seen a couple of people get in today for like, $15. I've seen people, complete the step one at least and get in for like $6 or $7. I've seen people get in for completely free. They didn't have any money, so they just went after all the free ones, okay, because there's enough free ones on the ZNZ2 site to get in for free, okay. So you can literally at least get in for free, okay, start making money, and then get your ZNZ Big Cash done and utilize that so you can get paid $112.50 per person, okay. So this is pretty exciting. I was, to me, I live off, testimonials. I love to help people and bring them on to give testimonials, because this way we can show more and more people that this is real and people out there are making money. So what I'll do at this point is I'll take any questions. Anyone that has any questions, you could go ahead and hit *6 on your telephone keypad, or if you're on a computer, you could type something in the chat, and I'll go ahead and answer your questions, and Mike will be here too to answer any questions in case I get cut off. So anyone *6, that will unmute your line. So if you have any questions, go ahead. And let me see. If you're there, I see that Roman. If you're there, Roman, real quick, hit *6. I just want to ask you a question real quick. Paging Roman, if you're still on, *6. Okay, he might not be on. I was just trying to. Oh, hey, there we are. Hey, Roman, how's it going, buddy?
Good.
Good. Yeah, I wanted to bring you on because you actually just started today, and I just wanted you, if you don't mind, if you could share a little bit of how you actually got in communication with me, and you did trials. So if you could let people out there know, so they could, feel a little bit more comfortable. So I guess it all started with you saw one of my Craigslist ads, right?
Right, yeah. I was actually on Craigslist recently, just got let go from my job, same kind of deal as the other testimonials, and yeah, I was looking for, employment. I'm looking at UPS and all these other places, and then my one friend was like, jump on Craigslist. So I jump on Craigslist, and I see this ad, and kind of like most of us probably thinking like, yeah, BS, make money now, blah, blah, blah. No, so I jump on, I was like, all right. So I followed the steps, I actually quite promptly got an email. So, and as like I say, as most of us think, this is some BS, whatever, and you go through the rigmarole, and, I got an email, then I got a call, then I got a text, and I was like, well, that's kind of interesting. So I was kind of thinking it was BS, and it really wasn't. So I followed the steps and did everything I was supposed to, and immediately got a hold of John. He answered. I'm like, hey, this is answering your Craigslist ad, and he was like, hey, what's up? So we started talking, and, he told me everything to do, and literally a lot of people get skeptical about a lot of stuff because there is a lot of scams out there, and I've actually been scammed a few times before. So this is actually legit, and I'm actually even showing a few people already within the last 3 hours of me doing this. And
that's
I've
awesome.
done, a few offers, and, I'm pretty much ready to go to the next step.
So that's awesome. So let me ask you this, and also, obviously I show people how they can make other income opportunities. So I presented you with that Square Cash, and how quickly did you get paid actually after you actually had somebody download that app?
Immediately.
So you already got paid some money, and you didn't even really fully get started yet. So you got a little taste of some money already.
Yep.
That's awesome. So that's good. So yeah, thanks for sharing that, because like I said, you're brand new. So I just wanted to bring out somebody that's brand new that hasn't even fully got going yet, and you already could see the potential. So that's awesome. I'm glad you actually got to come here tonight too and listen on. So that's awesome. So definitely thanks for sharing that.
Of course, you're welcome. Thanks for having me, guys.
Cool. All right, cool. Hang around too, because we're gonna do that raffle as well. So anything else? Anybody, real quick, if you have anything, Michael, if you want to say something. Anybody?
I was just gonna say that Square Cash is my best friend.
Square Cash is awesome, right? They pay,
yes,
man.
They
pay. Yeah, that's awesome. So cool. All right, good. So if there's no other questions, or someone has a question.
I know I'm still new at this, totally new at this, and I there must be something I'm not doing or not getting or need some more assistance with, because I haven't made penny one yet. And I completed both offers, the ZNZ and the ZNZ Big Cash.
Who's your sponsor?
Jamal.
Okay. So Jamal just started, so I'm assuming you just started too. And I know it was Jamal's birthday.
Yeah.
So Jamal just, let me tell you, Jamal just started, like, I would say about a week ago. And he's already made.
I think I need to start with you. I think I need to work with you.
Well,
I'm not a quitter. This is something, and I'm not going to scam. I've tried 4 different kinds of work from home, and those ones, literally, I was left alone. This, I saw the potential of difference in this, that I literally have a human that I can talk to. I have someone that I can email or text or call and say, listen, help me. I have that. And that's what making me stick with this, because the other ones I was left alone. There was one that I had before this that he gave me a few words, literally, and told me, then do that, and left me alone. And I'm like, and I canceled him. I said, I need my refund. That's why I started working with you guys.
Yeah,
but I'm not that good on the computer. I'm not so computer savvy. And when I came home from work at 11 o'clock yesterday, I got literally, I ate something. When I got off, I got home at 12 o'clock. I ate something, and I got literally right on the computer doing the sending the email out.
Okay.
And I sat there from after I ate, like 12:30. From 12:30 to 7 o'clock in the morning, pulling my hair out, like, what am I doing? I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't figure it out. It was too late for me to call anyone. I was going nuts. But I think
all right, well, this is what I'll do. This is what I'll do for you, because you're new, and Jamal's new too, and I'm assuming you never made it to our training call yet Tuesday night. So definitely that's number one. You want to be on there. But what you can do.
There Tuesday.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah.
You on Tuesday night? Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, I didn't hear you on the call at all, so I'll definitely ask questions. But what I'll do is I'll set up a time that we can speak. But even if you're with Jamal, you'll still have access to me, because Jamal is within my chain too. So, and that's one thing, is I want to make sure that everybody understands what they need to do. So you're just probably not doing something correct, or just not there yet, you know what I mean? But you're still very new. You can't. The thing is, so many people just expect so much right away. This is not a get rich quick, you know what I mean? But can you make money tomorrow? Yes. If somebody completes those trial offers, I can guarantee you, as long as it wasn't like somebody putting in fake information, as long as it was all legit, you will have money in your account the very next day. So we have to work on getting you those people so they could go to the site, complete the trial offers, and get you getting paid. So definitely. Go ahead, Mike.
I was just going to say, and she also brought up a good valid point as to why people need to be in our Facebook group. From what I understand, you were working yesterday morning after midnight. Is that correct?
I got up at 11 o'clock. I didn't get home until 12 o'clock yesterday.
Yeah, so you were working at 1 or 2 in the morning.
I was up until 7 o'clock this morning trying to figure out what the hell am I doing.
Right, literally. And you made the comment that no one was awake and that it was too late to call someone. One of the advantages to being in the Facebook group is you can just shoot up a message, and then you don't have to worry about bothering someone too late, because if they're already on Facebook, they're going to reply to your question. And that's one thing that I really like about the Key Marketing Network is you don't have to rely on your support or your staff support. You can get support from anywhere.
That's the thing. I got to figure out how to do that too. I mean, I know how to go on Facebook, but how to get to you guys on Facebook. I don't quite sure how to do that.
Okay. Have you reviewed any of the training videos that John has on the training page?
Yes, I've gone through them.
At the very top of that training page is a link that says click here to join the Key Marketing Training Facebook group. Click that link and request access and we'll get you approved.
Oh,
and you get back to those trainings by going to keymarketingnetwork.com and logging in.
Okay. When I was able to complete the email before the webinar came on. I thought I did it this morning correctly, but I don't think I did. And I went to John's teaching, and I followed it. I stopped and clicked and stopped and clicked and stopped, and I followed as I did it, and I was able to do it. And once I did it, it brought me to Facebook, and it said that Facebook ZNZ, the Key Marketing is going to take over the Facebook and post everything on Facebook. So I believe it's posting to Facebook now.
Okay. Yeah. What's your first name again?
Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn. All right. I'll take a look and see if we got you in the Facebook group. We'll go from there, and John and I will get you figured out to make it to where you're getting access to stuff. I think John is back with us again.
Yeah, I'm back. John? Yeah, can you hear me? I had to get off my phone.
You're coming through.
All right, cool. I have to reboot my phone or something because something's acting up with it. But all right, cool. So what we're gonna do now, I don't know if anybody else had any questions, but as far as the person, I forgot who that was speaking before. Oh, Gwen. Okay. Yeah, Gwen, you're very, very new, so just don't worry, you're gonna be fine. But we're friends on Facebook, so send me an inbox, and I'll make, because your system just got set up Tuesday night or Wednesday.
Right.
So you're not even like 48 hours in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of your system being set up. So like you're fine, trust me, you know?
Okay.
Hopefully by the next webinar you'll be a testimonial. So you're almost as brand new as the other guy that was just talking Roman, yeah. So
okay.
So you're still you just started like today really.
I know I'm still crawling. Crawling.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. So is there anything else? Any other questions anyone may have? If not, I will go ahead and start generating the names of people that are still on.
Hey, this is Roman in Vegas.
Hey,
I wanted to comment. I actually just sent over an invite to the group, the Key Marketing group.
Okay.
And then also the lady, I'm sorry, I forget your name, the one I was just speaking about just starting. Sounds like you're awfully eager to start. She's ready to make money now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely sounds like it. Hold on. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, that's the thing. Definitely have some patience. It's gonna. I can promise you one thing. As long as you don't give up, you will make money. That's a promise.
Oh, believe me. I'm very patient.
Yeah, if you don't make money today, tomorrow, it's going to happen. I mean, we want you making money like within 48 hours or so, but it's not guaranteed that you're gonna make it that quickly. But it's going to happen. That's the bottom line. And I'll do the best that I can to make sure that you get leads, you have stuff coming in, so you could obviously we can't do the work for you, but we're
definitely not.
We could do whatever. But you definitely seem like a go-getter, because I remember and I'm okay with it. You were contacting me at some weird hours. You know what I mean?
I was at work.
But that's fine. That shows me that you're serious. So I like to work with serious people. Go-getters. There's just people that they don't, go out there and they just try something. If they don't see it working right away, they want to give up. They don't even ask. It could have been something simple, that they did or that they weren't doing, and while it wasn't working. Like somebody, I think it was Angela. Angela started, and she was, one of our sponsors that works with the Key Marketing told her to do it. I think she posted like I forgot exactly what she did. She started getting leads, but she was like, wow, I don't know what's going on. You know, nobody's signing up. And then come to find out that she was, I think it was something like she was checking the wrong email. When she got into the right email, there was like 5 or 6 people that signed up. And she, you know, and she had money waiting for her. Meanwhile,
oh wow,
she thought it wasn't working. So if she would have gave up and quit instead of just asking for simple help, she would have never realized that she had a few $100s waiting for her. You know what I mean?
Wow.
That's the thing. People just need to have some patience and definitely communicate with the Facebook group. Reach out, and you know you'll definitely get the help you need. So. All right, cool. So with that said, anybody else, any other questions before we wrap up? Because it's already 10:05. I'm gonna start taking the names. And anything else, real quick? I'm gonna check the thing here.
That $20 is mine.
We'll see. Possibly. Possibly. Okay, hold on a second. All right, cool. All right, so since you're on, we'll start with you. All right, Glenn. So you're the first person, and who your sponsor was? I'm sorry.
No.
Who's your sponsor again?
Jamal.
Jamal. That's it. My mind just went blank. All right, Jamal. Cool. All right, so I got you down. Roman, I got you down. You came through me.
Roman, we also got you into the Facebook group.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Mike. All right, cool. So you're in the Facebook group, so awesome. All right. Who else is on the line that's new or just coming for the first time tonight, listening in? Anybody else? Wow. You guys have a good chance here. Only 2 people?
John,
Hi, I'm here.
Okay, who's this? I'm sorry.
my name's Jennifer.
Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer. And who brought you to the call tonight?
I believe you did, but yes, you sent me an email.
Okay, cool. All right, awesome. I got you down, Jennifer.
This is Michelle.
Hey, Michelle. From Jersey or from Florida?
From Florida.
Okay. All right, who brought you to the call?
Mine's kind of a weird situation. I get the emails from you.
Okay.
I've been kind of out of the loop because I was out of town for a while. For a family. I had a family member that was very sick.
Okay.
And so I was just receiving emails, and I'm back in town, and of course enjoying the warm weather. And I'm just getting back in the loop of trying to find a job, and I can explain my situation a little bit later, but the reason why I got on is because I received an email from you.
Okay, no problem. All right, so next week you could give a little testimonial.
Possibly.
Okay. All right, so I got you down, Michelle.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. All right, who else is here?
John, it's Christy.
Hey, Christy. And who brought you to the call tonight?
You did.
I did? Okay.
Huh?
Awesome. Yeah, did we speak yet?
Just texting.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's right. Yeah, I sent you the link for the webinar tonight, right? Through text?
Yes,
okay.
You did.
All right, cool. See that, members? Texting works. All right, cool. All right, so Christy, I got you. All right, who else is here? I have Gwendolyn, I have Rowan, I have Jennifer, Michelle, Christy. All right, who else? I'll give you guys another minute or so. I'll check to see. I'll go ahead and unmute the lines to make sure everybody can see. Okay, is there anybody I missed? If I missed you, go ahead and let me know now.
Ricky, can you hear me?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Ricky, I'm out of Sacramento.
Hey, Ricky. Who brought you to the call tonight?
I get my emails, my messages from Yvonne Roy.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, Yvonne is here. You there, Yvonne?
Oh, okay.
You got an email or Facebook message?
Email.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm here, John.
Hey, there she is. Make sure you communicate with Yvonne. She's very helpful. She'll get you going.
Okay.
All right. I don't know what that. Somebody had music going on in the background or something. All right, so I got you, Ricky.
The conference on hold.
Is that what it was?
That's what it kind of sounded like.
Yeah, right? I was like, what the heck? That's weird. Unless somebody was calling in from their job and.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, so let's see here. Let's try this one more time. Yeah, looks like they. Okay, anybody else that I miss?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, this is Libby Brotnick from Norfolk, Virginia.
I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. What was the name?
Libby Brotnick.
Libby, did you say?
Libby, L-I-B-B-Y.
Oh, maybe M-I-B-B-Y. Okay, maybe. And who brought you?
Yvonne Roy, R-O-W-E.
Yes, I got you. Make sure to communicate with Yvonne. She's very helpful. You and Ricky definitely both get in contact with her.
Yes,
okay?
sir.
All right, awesome. All right, who else is here? $20 on the line here. Who else?
Yes.
Who's that? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. Say it one more time.
Ricky.
Oh, Ricky, I got you, Ricky.
Okay.
All right, anybody else?
I can get a cup of ice water.
Cup of ice water.
Yeah, I'm sitting at Starbucks.
That's all good. All right, anybody else? I think we're good. I think that's it. I think we got everybody here. I'll give you guys another like 30 seconds, and then I'll start chopping up the names now, actually. And if anybody happens to pop in, I'll put you on. Okay, let's see. Mibby, Ricky, Christy, Michelle, Jennifer, Roman, keep saying them, and Gwendolyn. I already got music going on. Let me mute it out. Okay, I just remuted it out. So, all right. So I'm chopping up the names. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the hat. Okay. All right, we'll shake it up. And who the winner is. Okay, let's see who the winner is. All right, you guys ready? We have the winner. Let me unmute the line. Okay, so we have a winner. So I just want to, let you guys know, if you don't win, don't worry. You're going to win one way or another once you get started with the team, okay? So don't worry. We do, you guys can make a lot more money than $20. So hopefully you didn't just come here to try to win $20. Hopefully you came here for the bigger picture, okay? So if you guys are ready, let me hear you say, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Ready. I'm ready.
All right, awesome. Okay, so the winner is...
I'm ready. I'm muted too, but I'm ready.
All right, guys, here it is. The winner is Mibby. You are the winner. Congratulations.
Oh, my God.
Congratulations on being here. Congratulations on winning. Hopefully you get started with the team. I mean, you're going to get the $20 prepaid card regardless if you join or not, but you should definitely take action and get started. So I'm going to give you an email. You're going to send an email, let us know that you're the winner, okay, and then you're going to get a reply back to get your information to us so you can get the card in the mail, okay? So
all right.
The email is Top Money, and I'll put it in the chat too. Top Money, that's TOPMONEY 123@gmail.com. Okay. All you gotta do is let us know that you were the winner. Put your name in there, of course, and then you'll get a reply back. You'll probably get an email late tonight or tomorrow morning, or sometime tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, so good job on that.
Thank you.
Get back with Yvonne later today. Later today, tomorrow or this evening, whatever the case may be. And that's it, guys. So we're gonna wrap it up. So thank you guys for coming. We do this every Thursday night. We're going to do it for you guys as well. When you guys get started, you're going to have this exact webinar to bring your folks to. So that's it. We're going to wrap. Oh, I see Chris Keys just made it here this evening. What's going on, Chris? If you could hear me. But next week, Chris will be giving testimonials on his success as well. So, all right, guys. So you guys have a great night. Have a great weekend. Take action, okay? Don't hesitate. Don't think about, is this real or not? You know. Yes.
Hi, this is Ricky again. I just want to know for future reference, when I get the emails, and Yvonne Roy, I'd like to mention too, she's been contacting me, reaching out to me about this for like almost 2 years. But I just want them to know that, so I got it for my, make sure that is because I'm on the West Coast Pacific time. Do we tune in at 7 Eastern time?
6 Eastern time. 6. Well, no, it's 9 o'clock Eastern time. So where are you, in California?
Yeah, so it'll be 6 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah, 6 o'clock your time.
6 o'clock Pacific. Okay.
Yeah, 6 o'clock Pacific your time. Yep. Okay. So all right, guys. So that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up. You guys have a good evening, and we'll see you Tuesday night on the training call. If you get started tonight, you'll be added to our Facebook group. So you can communicate with us. You can communicate with myself personally. If you're not on my direct team, you'll still have access. So I'll see you guys there. So you guys have a great night. Take care, Michael. Thanks for always being here and supporting the team. And I'll see you guys. Take care.